Okay. Do I have enough? I wonder if I want to buy a better chest piece before I start going. Because I don't really like this one here so much. So maybe I want to do a better one here. So that's basically the most important chest I'm looking for is a chest piece. So I would really like to have one of those with like a lot of energy shield. And with the this is faster energy shield recharge. This one here. These are like godlike ones, but I sold a bunch of gear, so I still need like the unique Call of the Brotherhood, but that's not so important right now. I'm looking for like a chest piece which has like a crap ton of energy shield and basically spirit, so that's gonna be pretty expensive, unfortunately. So I need probably at least 40 spirit or something like that. So we're already at like the 20. So how much spirit do I actually need? I think I don't even need so much right now. Right now I have 11 too much and minus... So I actually just need 21 spirit on my chest piece. Correct? Yes. It would be nice to have 30 more so I could run another one with 30 though. But I mean, if I go to 60 spirit, it's probably going to be out of control. Yeah, it doesn't even exist. So I guess I go for 21 min. Okay, so I don't have enough exalted orbs for that, unfortunately. Let's see, 400 range. So this gets into my manageable range. And still going to be a significant update over my 368 one. So there's decent ones here already, I guess. So let's go to 425 maybe. 6 exalts, 435. With some res, some int. This is pretty good actually. I'm gonna miss a little bit of res though. Oh, this one is sick, but it's 20. Okay, so there's 1 for 6 in this range. For 410. Let's add some resistance here. Resistance. Lightning. Cold. Yeah. At least 30. Right, there we are back at 20. Still 20. Yeah, so it doesn't look like to be so smart to try to enforce high resistance on your chest piece with these requirements here. So I might just buy one of these, honestly. These have 26 int, 12 lightning res. This has already been, this is already juiced. I mean, I think this is a great piece, actually. Let's just get this. Hope we can still get it. Probably gone. Ah, unfortunate. I mean, I would get this, but this is already juiced. So this is really not so good. If we remove the resistance here... Still don't get anything good. Go to like 370 maybe. Nothing good for me. 350. There's some in the 350. I mean, I'm not even gonna make more energy shield out of this, so I'm just probably gonna wait until I have more cash. I'm just gonna wait for a better one here. Or maybe I just put this as a live on my other screen. So I really want to have like 400 plus, maybe 420 plus. Let's make it 400 plus with 15 res. Okay. I will live switch this. Right, good enough. You don't need to respec, honestly, so much. I mean, I didn't really respec all that much, I have to say. I mean, I'm going to buy like this Call of the Brotherhood basically, and I don't even know if it's gonna work out or not. So I think they are not that bad actually. So you have to understand how the change works, because a lot of people are saying it's nerfed to the ground, but it's actually not that nerfed. I mean, it's heavily nerfed if you don't do damage. So the trick is to get your Frost Bolt to do damage now. So my Frost Bolt now is like 4.7k DPS, and as soon as I get the Brotherhood ring here, which is a little bit hard to get. So I still don't have one. But as soon as I get it, I can transform basically my Archmage to cold damage. And then I'm probably gonna do ridiculous amounts of DPS. But I still have to farm because I wasted like so much of my currency now. So just gonna need to farm some more gear. But it's definitely still playable with Archmage. I'm still using custom freeze. I'm gonna show you now. Just trying to still buy one of these rings. But it's super hard to buy them. Probably have to settle for one which is more than 10 exalts. Oh, all good, man. I'm just gonna farm some. It's just like the gamble of having like a live search and then trying to buy something. Chances of getting it are like so freaking low. But yeah, I still use the cast on freeze, and it's actually not that terrible. As soon as I get the Brotherhood ring, I will do significantly more damage.
I need more time.
Doesn't cast that often anymore. It works great on elites still, but on everything but elites, I mean, it's still doing work. And I assume as the packs will get larger, the stronger the maps will be. I think it's even gonna get better. Right now, it casts once in a while, but you know, it's still something relatively free, right? So. I mean, you don't really have anything to do with your spirit anyway. So I'm still using it, especially for bosses and elites. It still works pretty good. On bosses, it really doesn't change all that much compared to before. And on the smaller packs, you don't have it on every pack, but usually you have it like on every other pack. At least it's gonna do one. So I assume as soon as I get my my Brotherhood ring there, I will do significantly more. Especially if you like shatter the ice walls. It still works okay. And I spec'd out of the extra energy, right? So I'm not using that anymore. So if I would spec back into the extra energy for that, I would even get much more. But, you know, I still get a good amount of those. Bonjour. I mean, it's obviously no comparison to before on the trash mods. Right, before you would like just cast an infinite amount of comets. Oh, game crashed. Nice. So the game crashes like so much more right now. Pretty annoying. So the energy doesn't really do so much anymore. It's just a huge investment for... so it was good because you were triggering so many comets, right? But since you're not doing that anymore, you don't really need the damage bonus of the triggered spell. So I end up just not using it because I just don't get so many of the comets. But again, I'm just gonna find like a couple of more exalts, and then I'm gonna just buy the Brotherhood ring. And then I think I'm gonna even double like the amount of comets we can get out of this. Maybe even triple it. not really such a huge respec. You just basically switch to Archmage, and even without the ring, it really just works alright. So you get a decent amount of damage out of Archmage, even without the cold conversion there. Because you get the extra shock and stuff like that. You basically just gotta get like a bunch of mana regeneration to make this work.
I can't do that yet. Out of mana.
So it's definitely not a comparison to before, right? Don't get me wrong. But it comes as you deal more cold damage, basically. As far as I understand it, basically, the cast on freeze now pretty much just cares about how much damage you do with the frost spell. And I think if you double the damage, you also double the effectiveness of cast on freeze. But I cannot test that. I will test that as soon as I have this ring. Because that's pretty much straight up gonna double my damage, even more. Probably gonna triple my damage there even. Because right now I'm getting basically more than 100% extra lightning damage from the Archmage, but I'm not converting it to cold damage, so all the cold exposure I'm doing doesn't really do anything for me, right? I have to get out of here.
Make you.
But I'm right now pretty careful still because I don't want to die, because I had like a bug where I lost like a lot of waystones to like the game crashing. So I have to be a little bit careful when I play here.
I need more time.
Otherwise I'm gonna run out of waystones and I don't want that.
Out of mana.
This is just tier 3 now. I'm not that far, honestly. Just when I had my build going to push, basically it got nerfed, so then I basically spent all my cash and, I don't know, tested a couple of hours to get this build going, and now I'm just traded all the gear and stuff like that, so... This map is like, it's so much freaking stuff going on, I don't understand here.
More mana.
Again, I could probably go much faster, but I just want to test how far I can go without dying, basically. But I also, I'm not really that high and I don't have very good gear, I have to say.
Need mana. I can't do that yet. You're dead. Ha.
soon as I got this conversion ring, I will basically like triple my damage. Then it's gonna be better.
I can't do that yet.
Wait, I'm already the bosses. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I mean, I only have like 2k mana right now, right? That's not all that much. But it's already alright.
I need more time. No mana. Stand, take you. There is power in this object.
But I didn't really had like a lot of trouble doing this, so I can probably go much faster.
Greetings. What is it? Go.
I don't think that double conversion works. But not sure. Yeah, I still like the game. I mean, I don't mind if my build gets nerfed. I just make a different one, so... That's part of early access, man. You have to... If you like engage in an early access game, you have to accept that your build might get nerfed to the ground. That's normal.
Not yet. Back, creature. Didn't break a sweat.
Yeah, I don't really like the Beyond ones. These are a little bad for me.
Out of mana. I need more time. No mana. I need more time. I need more time. I can't do that yet.
Just play careful as long as I don't have enough defenses. Really, I'm missing like 1500 energy shield from like a better armor and a better helmet.
I can't do that yet. Need mana.
Also have no chaos
No
resistance.
mana. Out of mana.
But Ranger is not supposed to have defenses, right? You gotta dodge.
Not yet. No mana. Not yet. Out of mana.
I mean, it's basically not a good working build anymore, but you know, it's still something you can play with the same gear and it still works, right? So just using Frost Bolt still works good. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, these mobs are annoying as hell.
Gold, thank you. I need more time.
I mean, by dodging, I mean dodge with manually dodging, not using like evasion. Just don't get hit. You play a ranger, your playstyle has to be don't get hit. Or you play like some kind of a weird like cookie cutter endgame build, which just can't die. But usually you're supposed to not get hit as a ranger. Oh no. Oh! Ah! See, that's what happens if you have these stupid mob types. You just get frozen forever and die. So sad. What are you gonna do?
Go on. Yes. Go.
How to survive acts without falling asleep? Okay, so now so now I have the same problem again. When you enter a map, the game disconnects. A lot of people had that problem, and then you have to change the server, I guess. So there's like these issues are like a big problem, right? Because this kept happening since the patch. So you open a map and it eats your waystone. And that's because I'm on the wrong server again. I don't know how did I get there. Because actually I changed. So this server is bugged. It sometimes just eats your waystones and it's freaking annoying. And yeah, now I'm like down to 2 again, so... They didn't nerf Comet, they nerfed Cast on Freeze. Oh yeah, and this server is laggy again. Oh, come on. So, okay, so I cannot play on the one server because the one server eats my waystones. So you put your waystone in and the game crashes. Cannot play on this server because this server lags as hell. Let's try another one. Yeah, so that's related to the server, right? To me, it's like to the Italian server in EU. That's eating your waystones. So that map losing thing is really related to this. Oh, come on. But yeah, so I guess this is the same issue we had yesterday at the same time. You just have like huge lags and can't play across all servers pretty much. The only one I can play on is basically eating the waystones. Yeah, so this is not playable, unfortunately. Yeah, there's one server which doesn't lag, but that one eats the waystone, so... God. This is really unfortunate. It's not graphic. That's network. It looks like it's graphic, but it's actually network. So you can see this at the top. But it seems to be bad across all EU servers now. This one is a little better. Don't complain about nerfs in an early access game, guys. It's part of the story. If you wanna not get your stuff like nerfed to the ground all the time, then don't play an early access game. It's perfectly normal that these things happen. And it's good that these things happen, because that's the only way to create a realistic balance. Like, not everybody can be like dumb like Blizzard and just not touch class balance for like 3 months straight, and then wondering why players are like upset with them and running away from their game. It's way better to nerf stuff early as possible. Yeah, this server is even... I guess this one is alright. This is also freaking laggy, but... it's the best one right now, which I can play, which is not eating my waystones. Yeah, it's my opinion, correct. But that's a good opinion. Because, again, it's early access. It's supposed to get balanced. So if you expect an early access game to stay imbalanced, then, you know, that's just a stupid opinion. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because then you don't have to launch early access if you don't touch the game then. That's the whole point of early access, that you can balance the game. And fix bugs and everything. So, absolutely expected. Yeah, the respec cost is... I mean, again, I didn't really respec at all. Nobody said they will provide you with a finished game. That's just wrong. Nobody ever said that. And... This was clearly announced as early access. Clearly in all the interviews before it was said, you know, your builds will get nerfed, get ready for that. That's a totally normal thing. And also every content creator told you that beforehand, that that's gonna happen. And that's perfectly fine. No, they didn't say that. They never said that. So maybe you think they said that, but it's just not true. It was never said that this is going to be a finished game. If this would be a finished game, it wouldn't be called early access. Or I wouldn't have like these server lags like crazy right now.
I need more time. Sand, take you. Out of mana.
I don't know, I had enough gold to respec, honestly, but I only respec like 10 or 15 nodes or something like that, so that was really not the issue. It was like 40k gold, that's like half an hour of farming, not even. That's bullshit, dude.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, I say you're a liar, I'm sorry.
No mana.
And I don't even need to discuss it. If you said that they said this is going to be a finished game, then it's not going to be early access. Like these two things, it just doesn't make any sense. So if you really think that makes sense, then you know, good for you. But that's bullshit.
A rare treasure.
Archmage, I think, is level 11 Spirit Gem or something like that. Yeah, I don't even know why people get so mad, but I guess that's people these days, right? So people are fine with playing something overpowered. People are fine with abusing bugs and everything. So, but as soon as bugs get fixed, people are all of a sudden getting upset. So it has never been like this in the past. This is like pretty recent bullshit.
I need more time.
And even, yes, I mean, go play Diablo, man. If you want to play like a bullshit build and don't have it touched for 3 months straight, you can play Diablo. But this was expected. It was expected all the time. They said we're gonna push out like weekly, bi-weekly, even multiple patches a week to balance the game, and that all has been said before. So it wasn't a bug. It's just a nerf. It's a balance change.
Need mana.
Yeah, whatever. I just don't care what you're saying. So
Out of mana. Away with you. Out of mana.
it's cast viable. So again, there's no viable and not. Play what you like, honestly. It still works for me, and as soon as I get the conversion ring, I will get double the amount of freezes. So the only thing what changed is it just does way less potency on trash mobs. And so yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bug, right? But clearly, with one freeze getting to 100 energy was too good. It was way too good. It was way too strong. I don't think there's a discussion about that. And they also have to like observe like, you know, server resources, because, you know, right now, at least I'm not in like really juiced high level maps, right? So there's players in maps where there's like 10 times more mobs. So how does it work if the game engine has to, you know, cast like 15 or 20 of those comets like on every pack, right? It's also something about resources. So they have to make sure stuff gets not too crazy. It's not 1 in 11 mobs sometimes. It's also, again, it depends now. So if you were not putting any damage into your Frost Bold, right? So it was much less. So I have right now one cast like every, whatever, like, I think like 7 to 10 freezes or something like that. And if I double my damage, I will have one in like 5 freezes or something like that. So it's based on the damage you do now. The skill damage, and not based on the skill proc. So it's based on the actual potency of the freeze or whatever you want to call it, right? So as soon as you start making more damage, you will see more freezes. I don't think this can work with other Ascendants. I mean, it can work with other Ascendancy. It's probably not that good. I mean, I cannot even tell you if it's going to be good or not, because basically you're going to be missing exposure, and what I'm playing right now is attack speed. So you're going to miss attack speed as well. I'm honestly not sure if that's going to be a huge deal or not. Alright. But, again, I think that's a perfectly normal process. And I think the build is still a lot of fun with, like, the Frost Bolt. You have the Comet you can cast yourself. You have Frozen Orb. You have still, like, a lot of crowd control with the Frost in general. So it's definitely still a playable build. I could just find a server which is not crazy laggy. That would be nice. So I have much more issues with the server resources, honestly, than with the nerf of the build. And again, I'm still like far away from being an endgame, right? So there's gonna be other builds which will appear. So why would you nerf the damage of Comet? Like, you destroy a skill which works perfectly fine by itself. And also, don't forget, this build is freaking strong against bosses still, because the cast on freeze on bosses hasn't really been nerfed, right? So this is still a very, very strong boss killer. So if you nerf the damage of Comet by like you stay at a similar DPS, but you destroy a spell. So I don't really see a point doing that. Which one did I try? Not yet. Amsterdam. So for mob clearing during the campaign, you don't need cast on freeze. You can just use Comet and your Ice Wall manually. Honestly, that still works perfectly fine. I wasn't even using cast on freeze until I was like in Act 3 Cruel. So it's really not required to get through the campaign. Okay, so all the servers are basically gutted right now. We have 12 exalts by now. Oh. So I don't have tablets for the towers. Yeah, the ring is called Call of the Brotherhood. It converts basically all lightning damage into cold damage.
Away from me. I need more time.
so since I'm using Archmage, right? So Archmage basically gives me like the same damage I do as cold, basically as lightning, but so I cannot really use that because I mean I can use it, but you know I have a lot of cold exposure. Like the mobs have like minus 100% cold res basically, and so as soon as I can convert that, I will do significantly more damage. I don't know. I feel still my damage is still alright. Can clear the trash just fine. Yeah, I need Call of the Brotherhood, exactly.
No mana. I need more time. Need mana. I can't do that yet.
What do you mean the +7 stuff?
Oh, take it.
What +7 stuff are you talking about? No, monsters can go below 0%, I would assume. I mean, I don't even know, but I think they can.
Not yet.
But I don't even know their base resistance value, so I don't even know what minus 70% mob resistance does.
Okay.
What was PoE 1? +4? +5?
I need more time. Need mana.
Yeah, I mean that, and that's perfectly fine. You know what? The game has been out for 5 days. Let them change the goddamn balance. It's also a good thing because players can try out new stuff. And as long as you can still, I mean, the campaign story, right? If you can't get through the campaign, you know, that has nothing to do with nerfing Cast on Freeze. Cast on Freeze comes online at the mid of Act 2 Cruel or something like that. And if you use Cast on Freeze with Cold Snap, is it called Cold Snap? I never know what that spell's called. You can just cast it manually. I played freaking Frost Nova in the campaign, and I just casted Cold Snap manually. And I just killed the bosses with Ice Wall. And I had actually... I mean, obviously I died to bosses. I mean, that's expected in this game. But I made it through the campaign just fine. I didn't switch to the whole Comet story until like almost the end of Act 3. So you can definitely get there without. Especially now. So I think the most important thing is you just gotta open yourself up to trading. Because if you really want to play like this game solo self-found, you're just gonna have like a very hard time. But so for example, buying like overleveled gems is a very valid thing which brings you through the campaign. Right now, the prices for like, you know, right now you can get like a 500 energy shield armor for 1 exalt. Right? So if you're stuck in the campaign, just use your goddamn exalts and, you know, trade yourself some gear and just get going. That's my recommendation to everyone. If you don't want to engage in trade, this is not the game for you. Obviously, there's going to be solo self-found, but at this current stage, without like the meta builds discovered and everything, the beginning is just way too hard to do it without trade. I mean, you can do it, of course. I did like almost the entire campaign without trade, but if you do it with trade, it's just significantly easier. I do have no cooldown.
I can't do that yet.
Where this says minus cool on this map. Yeah, exactly. You can just... Well, again, Cast on Freeze is not good anymore, so there's no point using Cast on Freeze Cold Snap right now. Because you're not gonna cast any Cold Snaps, basically. But you can just cast your Cold Snaps manually. It just works fine. Cast on Freeze in the campaign, you can really not use it anymore. But you can still, if you want, you can still use cast on freeze comets in the boss fights, because it still works in the boss fight. And honestly, trash clearing during the campaign is not your biggest issue. Your biggest issue is boss fights. And cast on freeze still works absolutely fine during boss fights. I don't know, I don't really like Eye of Winter. I haven't really figured out it to be very strong. Eye of Winter doesn't give exposure.
Not yet.
I mean, Eye of Winter is, so Eye of Winter does, so the thing with Eye of Winter is you have to get basically, you know, consecrated ground and shock ground, and you have to get it like through those grounds. Without, it's not gonna really work very good. I don't know what's next. I mean, I'm still have to play this character. I don't have an endgame build yet. So I definitely want to figure out an endgame build for this first. But again, I'm not like a full-time streamer, right? I can only play like a couple of hours a day. So for me, it just takes longer. I know other people probably are already like blasting tier 15 maps. But I basically have to play at my own pace. This cooldown recovery map is annoying. You can see my gear, it's pretty much, wait, let me just finish this map. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but you know, that's a different kind of player, right? So, if you have 16 hours playtime a day, you know, you're supposed to be at like the highest tier maps after like 5 days. Right? That's a good balance there. So you cannot really balance for like the blasters in that kind of way. I feel like that's absolutely fine. Wait, is the map complete? No. Oh, it's complete, yes. I mean, I was very, very slow during the campaign, but I didn't take 50 hours. I took like... I don't even know how long. Probably somewhere around 25 to 30 hours till I was at maps. But, and I went like extremely slow, I have to say. So my gear is I just have basically random energy shield, helmet, random energy shield, chest armor. Both I have to greatly improve. Shield is just for damage. Wand is just for damage. Amulet basically right now for spirit and, you know, crit attack speed. Also not very good. Random ring with cast speed and mana. Another random ring with cast speed and mana. Resistances and mana, pretty much. Resistances and mana, pretty much. resistances and mana and movement speed. So my gear is really not good. I have to greatly... This is not even good. Like, this is one Exalt chest, right? So this is really, really not that strong. Nice. Act 2 done. So... Well, I just have, I don't know. I just do the damage with the Frost Bold. It works just fine. But how do you have higher gear? Do you not have defenses? Do you have energy shield? Sigil of Power I pretty much only use for boss fights. I don't really use it on maps at all. Yeah, so defenses are most important. Really, the damage is not so important. Just focus on defense. That's my recommendation. Just go all out energy shield, really. Energy shield and mana is very good stats. Mana gives you lots of damage, attack speed and everything. So I have basically crit, scatter shot, freeze, and cast speed on Frost Bold. And I have a Comet I cast myself with Unleash, critical, and even more damage. Then I still run like cast on freeze with Comet, Spell Echo, and Impetus here. Frost Wall with crystals, Spell Cascade, and Deep Freeze. So Frost Wall is really Deep Freeze. It's freezing very fast against bosses. That's why I have this gem in there. Hypothermia with increased effect and, you know, Curse Ground and more area of effect. Frost Bomb with increased exposure, really. The damage doesn't really matter at all. I make it have Chill Ground and Font of Mana because I can just put it next to myself to give myself more mana regeneration in like boss fights. And Archmage is really just +1 gems and clarity here. So really nothing all that crazy. My tree is only energy shield. It's all energy shield. Energy shield. Some freeze here. Some minor stress. Energy shield. Energy shield. Exposure. Cold damage. Energy shield. Int. Mana. Energy shield, basically. And I have the crit ones here. I don't even know if I still need the crit ones because I was playing cast on crit before nerf. So I had like this build. I had a crazy build. I had this build with cast on freeze, cast on shock, and cast on crit before the nerf. I just had it ready yesterday to make a guide out of it, and then it got nerfed. So it was really, really crazy with like all the cast on crit. I was like pumping out so many freaking comets. But yeah, then it just got nerfed, and now I still have the crit ones on tree. I don't think they are bad, honestly, because crit basically... so... If you look at my Frost Bolt, right, it has 4.7k DPS and it has a 47.16% crit. And crit is very strong, right? It gives 200% base damage. I think Cold Snap is not even good. Can I skip that mirror? That's nice. So I really don't play map mechanics before I clear the map, because these are freaking difficult, and I don't want to get distracted by those. I know it's like extremely inefficient to do this, but it's just way better than just dying. Because I really don't have enough waystones most of the time. That's my biggest issue. How do you get 2 comets? That's basically just the... I don't even know. It's like a support gem, which casts 2. It's like you get 2 charges basically, so I don't know how it's called. What's going on here? This map is a little annoying.
I need more time.
You can just get it 2 times. So you just basically create a second gem. What you do is you basically have to so if you have 1 Comet gem, you have to take your Comet basically out, right, of your skill tree, of your gem tab, and then you just create a new one, and then you put the old one back in.
I can't do that yet. No mana.
No, it's not Spell Echo. Spell Echo I actually have on the other one, which is on the cast on freeze. Because Spell Echo makes it slower, I think.
Yet. No mana.
It's called this one here, Unleash. You can only have 1 cast on freeze gem.
I need more.
Again, the second one I just cast manually, right?
Out of mana.
No, I have Unleash on
No mana.
the Comet I manually cast for elites.
Need mana.
Do I have an opinion? I mean, I think it got a hard nerf. Do I think it was too strong? I can tell you, after making this build go crazy with, you know, cast on crit and cast on freeze, I was pumping out so many freaking comets. It was feeling great, but it was definitely strong, and it made the game lag a lot. So I think the nerf is a little bit too hard, but I think you have to take into account. So the nerf doesn't really affect boss fights. Boss fights are still fine with this build. It's almost the same than before. And I cannot really say that because I'm not in late game. So if I approach end game, so the more cold damage you do, the more cast on freeze will do. So it might be that in very late game it's still gonna be good. But you know, if you are in the early game like me, it is definitely an extremely hard nerf. But you also have to take into account, it was basically for free, right? So freezing is basically for free, and you were getting like an infinite amount of meteors for just 60 like spirit reservation. So just from the balance there, like the amount of what you have to invest and what you... It caps 10 per second, are you sure?
Need mana.
Does it say that? I mean, it doesn't say it on the tooltip that it caps at 10, right? Maybe I didn't read it. You can type !build, the planner is updated.
Gold, thank you.
So I don't think it's 10 per second, honestly. I think it rises much faster. If you look at my cast on freeze on the top left, it's definitely going faster than 1 per second. So I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not 1 per second. You can check all the... it's all in the planner, also the Frost Bold supports. I mean, I just showed them.
I need more time.
So this is definitely more than once per second, right? So not sure where that's coming from, but that's No, that's something else. The tooltip there, which says something with 0.1 second per cooldown or whatever, that's basically just how the maximum energy requirement is determined. So it basically says 0.1 what is it? 10 energy. So this says 10 energy per 0.1 seconds of base cast time of spells, right? So if you put 3 spells in here, which you can, right? You can put 3 different spells in here, but then it's gonna need basically 300 energy. With one spell, it needs 100 energy. That's what you see there, the 0.1 seconds per 1 second base cast time of socketed spells. So that has nothing to do with... nothing to do with the... what's it called? So the amount, how many procs you can get per second, that's not limited. Again, you can type !build, it's all in the planner. I cannot just show my build every 3 seconds, right? So the planner is up to date and everything is in there. No, Comet doesn't need 300 now. That's all what you're saying is all wrong. Comet just needs 100 energy, just like before. Nothing changed there. The only thing what changed is that one freeze doesn't give you 100 energy. That is what has been changed. Nothing else has been changed. So please... basically, one freeze now deals... I don't know how they called it. Something with points. I don't even know what it means. I didn't fully understand it. I don't even care. So... basically it means the trigger gems just get much less energy now from like white mobs. One freeze gives like it doesn't even, so it is going to be different because it depends on how strong the freeze is. So the more damage your spell does, the more your cast on freeze will lord, right? So it is really different. Right now mine is doing like 4% or like 8%, I don't even know. It is really, it depends also if there was exposure on the mob or not. Some of mine give like 12 right now, I think. But it's not everyone gives 12, right? See, that one just gave like 7. So it really depends. If you put exposure on the mob, you deal more damage, so the freeze is gonna have more potency. So you're gonna get more charges. So really just depends on how much DPS your applicator spell does. It's the only thing which changes how many charges it gets. And there is Crash. It doesn't matter if you change Comet. So it's based on the cast time of the spell. So most of the spells have a 1 second base cast time. So they all need 100 energy. No, because I have like a 60 Hz monitor. So where does it say 300 energy? I don't see it. I don't see any energy cost here. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I don't see an energy cost on this tooltip. Click the pop out. You mean this one here? But I mean, it doesn't even matter in the end what it translates to. It is not like it before at like 100 or whatever. So it depends energy gain per power of frozen enemies. So as you can see, the whole thing changed, right? So the monster power has changed, and the potency is now important, right? So if you have a rare mob, or if you on a boss, it still gives you 20, and so it's still basically not nerfed on the boss. But again, in the end, you know, it just doesn't matter what it says. It doesn't matter like how it feels. Okay, so again, it's only on white mobs. You have to understand priorities, right? White mobs. So white mobs is the stuff you have to clear. So white mobs do not matter. Why do you guys care about clearing trash? It is really just how does it work on strong mobs, because as long as you can clear the trash, it's gonna be fine. So don't like you guys like acting like it's not working at all, like the build is not working, and that's just not true. You just don't have an infinite amount of overkill damage on white mobs now, which is not so dramatic, honestly. It's just like completely over dramatizing the reality. Again, that's called balancing. It's completely okay for me. I don't have a problem with that. The only thing what's pissing me off in the game right now is that you have so many crashes. That's what's annoying me right now. I don't have any issue with the balances problems here at all. It's really just the only thing which annoys me is crashes. Again, that's called balancing. We're gonna find another village, I'm pretty sure. What? So cast on freeze and cast on crit Comet on bosses is like the fastest boss killer you can ever have. It literally one-shots everything. Well, it doesn't one-shot, but so it basically throws like 15 Comets within like 1.5 seconds and insta-gets every boss. It's so ridiculously strong on freaking bosses. I think you're just comparing like completely different sets of, you know, you have to see like where you're at the game. I'm like in the very early game, well not very early game, but I just basically started mapping. I don't have the proper gear yet, so my build doesn't function properly, so I don't mind being slow. You know, what I mind is that I can clear the goddamn maps and I can make progress. That's all I care about. Could I make more progress if my build would have not been nerfed? Yeah, of course I could have made, like, if the build wouldn't have been nerfed. Again, I put this build together yesterday with cast on freeze, cast on ignite, and cast on crit, and it was so freaking crazy. I zoomed through everything, right? But I just put it together and now it's nerfed, and that's, you know, story of my life. That's what happens, no problem. But, you know, as long as I can play the game and I'm having fun and I can beat my maps and I can make progress to buy new gear, to make more progress, and then eventually, you know, attempt other builds, I'm completely fine. Honestly. I am absolutely not mad about nerfing stuff. That's just my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure this is gonna clear easily more than tier 5. Again, I'm missing some key items on this build. That's why I'm literally doing like 1/3 of the damage I could do. I don't have a build video for this yet.
Go on. Go on. Go on. Go.
Again, please don't compare. You cannot compare characters. You have to compare characters on the same build level. Right? There's characters clearing tier 17 maps right now. But again, those are characters who have 50 times more playtime in this game. Right? So, really, it depends what level you are, what gear you have. And then you can compare. You cannot just say, hey, this guy is clearing that, this guy is clearing this. So, it just doesn't make any sense to make any comparison if you don't really know the status of what you're comparing against. Again, you can type !build. You will see the build. Gosh. So this is... If this happens, I get frozen. That's the worst thing for me.
Victory is mine.
Ow. Is anybody still streaming Diablo 4? Is there even anybody playing Diablo 4 right now? I don't think so. I have no armor whatsoever.
Need mana.
I don't know what I'm gonna prioritize. I cannot look into the future. So
I can't do that yet.
I cannot tell you if electric is better than frost because I only played frost so far. But it's probably gonna be better. But, you know, it's not freezing, so I like frost. Frost freezes. Freezes makes me survive stuff. I think to play like extremely strong builds, you have to get the survivability right. And with frost it's extremely easy to get your survivability. So that's a big advantage you have there. This guy is annoying.
I need more time. I need more time.
Okay, so now I can play my delirium. Again, so I didn't really pay anything for respec because I really just changed like 8 skill points or something like that. So not sure what's that all about. I don't like Delirium. These are like all spawning on top of me. Not really my favorite thing to do there.
Need mana.
I think Delirium was much cooler in PoE 1. Wait, is it over?
I need more time. Not yet. Need mana.
But I feel like respecs are definitely very expensive, right? Don't get me wrong. The respects are crazy expensive, so I basically, what I did is I was always farming gold, right? I was carrying blue items out of maps just to get myself the gold for the respects, because I respec multiple times because I was trying to figure out builds. So I, by now, put probably like 4 to 500k gold into respects already, so that's why I specifically farmed the gold for the respects. So it wasn't a huge deal for me, but I think respecs are definitely too expensive. Where's the freaking rituals here?
I can't do that yet. Not yet. Out of mana.
Well, what else do you want to get in Spirit? And again, it is still very strong on elites and bosses. Especially if you want to kill the elites fast, it's still very strong.
Mana.
But I don't really see anything anything good. I'm playing Archmage already, that's the point. Nice, I can buy an Exalt. I mean, I'm already casting manually. I'm casting manually on bosses and elites. And again, I don't really know what to do with the Spirit anyway. And in my opinion, Cast on Freeze is still working good. Especially on elites and rare mobs and bosses where are most needed. It still works fine. On white mobs, I can clear with my Frozen Orb without any problems. So I don't really see it as too much of an issue. Still being a heavy nerf. I never said anything different.
Not yet. I can't do that yet.
God, these are crazy.
Out of mana.
Yeah, so the league mechanics are like way too heavy for me. I just don't do the damage. I played Blink, I hate it.
What is it?
But I mean, again, I think it's fine. I like it.
Go on.
So you don't have to like it. I do.
Time is of the essence.
I think that's just the common thing. If something gets nerfed, then people just say, you know what, it's not playable anymore. But most of the time, that's actually not the case. It's just basically over-exaggerating on stuff. You can control left click,
Speak.
then it's gonna identify. That's cool, actually. Thanks.
Time is
Every day learn something new. So control is the first option and alt click is the second option. Is that how it works? I'm like a stupid Diablo player. Like I know I basically have to click everything on my own because I'm not used to game publishers being able to design actually usable UIs. So story of my life. I don't have a leveling build, I'm sorry.
Need mana.
But yeah, I haven't played PoE 1 in a long time, and I never got into that deep.
I can't do that yet.
I played Cold Sword from like level 12. I mean, I don't know when you get the snap freeze thing. I always forget how it's called. Cold snap. As soon as you get that, you can basically play. So I played with Frost Nova, but you can also play with Frost Bold, and then you can use the Cold Snap to explode your Frost Bolts, and it's gonna deal like a very good damage actually. So you can definitely play that.
Not yet.
I did that in the campaign. I mean, I played melee Frost Nova Sorg in the campaign, so.
I need more time. No mana.
So, I don't know. I just have to buy the ring. I hope I have. After this, I should have enough exalts to buy the ring. Yeah, Frostbolt Cold Snap or Frost Nova Cold Snap. They both work fine, honestly. Like I played Frost Nova Cold Snap because I didn't read the tooltip and I didn't know that you could actually explode your Frost Bolts with Cold Snap. So I basically just froze everything with Frost Nova and the thing that it casts 2 times, which I'm playing on my Comet right now. So if you do that, you can freeze everything instantly with Frost Nova and then Cold Snap it, basically. That's how I played it, and worked absolutely fine.
I can't do that yet. Need mana.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know how far this scales, right? So my Frost Bolt does okay damage, but it's definitely not the best damage. So if you're leveling, you don't want to go for energy shield. Like energy shield while you're leveling doesn't really work. So while you're leveling, you want to get life, and energy shield is really hard to scale early on. So while leveling, I would go full out damage and mana regeneration. But yeah, the crowd control of cold really helps in the campaign. And Frostwall is just insanely good against a lot of bosses. So a lot of players having like big trouble with bosses, and if you have Frost Wall, you can kill bosses very fast with that. It's really good against bosses.
Need mana. Out of mana.
Nice, the speedy shrine is so awesome.
No mana. Out of mana. Not yet.
My sound is lagging?
Need mana.
Why would the sound be lagging?
I need more time. Didn't break a sweat.
I don't know, man. Twitch is random.
I can't do that yet. I need more time.
Doesn't the sound always sound like this? Isn't that the PoE sound, like,
Not yet.
normally?
I can't do that yet.
Not sure.
No mana.
I would have to listen to it. Okay, strange. I cannot really adjust anything on the sound there. Just standard OBS. But I think these frost skills also have like a weird sound spectrum.
Frail one.
Okay, let's see if I can buy my stupid ring by now.
Go on.
Oh yeah, right. There was does it also work with the bench?
Of course.
Nice.
What is it?
So I like this game a million times more than D4. Because D4 is just too easy for me. I can't stand with the challenge. I'm missing challenge in D4. D4 is fine for like, you know, 1 week after season starts, but you basically in D4 after 20 hours you reach 85% of power and everything following is just boring bullshit. And that's my issue I have with that. So let's see how many exalts do I have. I have 12. So can I find the ring for 12? Okay, so let's like... So the problem is with buying these, now they're all 13, are you kidding me? So whenever I have like currency, they're gonna jump in price. It's, can probably exchange
How
something.
can I help?
But I'm so broke. no currency. Do I care that it's corrupted? Oh, this has 79. Okay, so you can use that. Okay, I guess I need more. Yeah, I do the sniping, but it doesn't work. So I try the sniping, but on that item everybody wants to buy it, so they all sell out within like seconds. So it's really annoying. So I just rather make some more currency. Wait, where did I just put all my waystones here? Maybe I should try to alch them. I think I think I should already try to alch my waystones here. I think alchemy is basically made for waystones. No, there's nothing to convert. All my currency is not able to convert at all. I already converted everything. I would have to convert it into like lower currency and then convert lower currency into exalts. That would take longer than just farming. Because I have a lot of lightning damage which doesn't work with my exposure. So what I have is, if you look at Archmage, Archmage basically gives you, what does it give? 6% extra damage as lightning for each 100 mana, right? So that's 120% extra damage basically. And but I don't have lightning, so I don't have lightning damage, and I don't have lightning exposure. I only have cold exposure. So if I convert this from lightning to cold, I'm just gonna have the exposure on the lightning part of the Archmage. And later on, this is gonna get stronger and stronger, so... Again, you don't need it. It's just gonna give some more damage. I mean, I don't even know. I didn't try it yet, so... But my assumption is it's gonna do significant extra damage.
Not yet. I can't do that yet. Didn't break a sweat.
No, we don't use Spark. That wouldn't make any sense.
I need more time.
Again, I just want to convert the Archmage damage.
Out of mana.
But that's not double dipping, right? It just basically converts the Archmage damage from lightning to cold. And then I can use my cold exposure for the Archmage damage. So that's not even double dipping, right? It's basically just converting into the damage type the monsters have no resistance to. I think increased cold damage wouldn't work on it, right? Because that would have already been converted before. I don't think that's true, but I will see. We will see if that's true, but I don't know. I would assume it will work. But if not, then it doesn't work, so... Worst thing is, you know, I just sell the ring back for exactly the same price I bought it, right? So it's not a big deal. It's the good thing about PoE trading, that you can always trade. It's not like bind on equip and all this bullshit, right? So you can buy something and then just sell it again. And that's... I really like that approach, honestly. I hate buying something, trying it, and then just throwing it away because it doesn't work or whatever. Or you want to change the build and...
I can't see that yet.
yeah, you're right. Trading in D4 is like the worst experience you can have. Honestly, trading in PoE is not perfect, but it's pretty nice actually. I don't really have lots of complaints. I don't have any Atlas skill. I just have like 4 points, so really doesn't really matter. I have like more magic monsters in Atlas, I think. Frozen Orb? What is Frozen Orb? You mean Frost Bold? God. This map is somewhat annoying. It still works, yeah. It's heavily nerfed, but it still works. Yeah, they did. It still works.
Darukan favors.
It's still fun playing it though. I mean, I really like the whole ice wall and then destroying the ice wall with the manually cast Comet and everything. So I still think it's like gonna be a good build. This is definitely not like top meta build or anything, right? But it's a playable build. It gets me where I want. Like I rarely die. Sometimes I do if like crazy stuff happens. Like this, I get stunned, I'm dead, right? That's my story. So I don't have the stun threshold on energy shield yet. So once I get stunned, like I'm normally dead. I was pretty lucky that I didn't die there. I also don't even have my Force Ascendancy, right? There's also what you can do is like you can use the Ascendancy to have double freeze. But I don't really double chill. But I don't really understand how it works. Oh god. I don't want to be here.
Need mana. I need more time. I'm carrying enough already.
Honestly, I don't know what the max is. Again, I'm level 70 or something like that, so if there's no +4, then it's probably gonna be +3. I honestly don't know, I just take what the planner gives me, so don't, take that for, granted.
What is it?
Oh yeah, you learn hotkeys. This is probably 1 exalt, maybe.
Go.
I can't do that yet. We'll open that again.
Hello there.
It is my character on the planner, but definitely... So if I had that character, I wouldn't be running in like tier 3 maps. I just picked the maximum stats, honestly.
Die, forgotten. I can't do that yet.
This map is annoying as hell. Really having like a hard time here.
No mana.
Yeah, spamming frost walls works really good in campaign, honestly. I wouldn't use the cast on freeze in the campaign. But I have to go all the way to the top. Yeah, I did the same. I spent all my gold in currency and then my build got nerfed. Happens, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people who have like better leveling builds than I do. Like my leveling experience wasn't very good. I mean, it was good, but I was pretty bad.
Need mana.
Oh god, triple essence? Really? That's gonna kill me. There's no way I'm gonna make that.
Out of mana. By Garukan. I need more time. Out of mana.
I hate that I have to basically do exposure with the frost bomb. Before it was so cool because I could just put exposure on my frozen orb, my frost bolt thing, whatever. Can't unfortunately do that anymore. Alright, let's go for the rough essence here.
I need more time.
Oh, that was okay. Luckily, it didn't insta-gip me. Yeah, but so what does 2 chills mean? Like, I cannot freeze it 2 times, right? So it just basically has like better chill then.
Speak. Of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't try that one yet. Because I don't have my my ascendancy yet. I mean, I can probably get it by now. But I don't know if you can basically freeze it 2 times. I would assume, you know, if it's frozen, then it's frozen, right? You cannot double freeze something. But maybe it can freeze faster with double chill, I guess. That might be a thing, right? Correct. Monsters are immune to lightning damage? I don't like that.
Not yet.
Yeah, where did I start? Yeah.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. Go, go! Victory is mine. Need mana. Not yet. Not yet. No mana.
Well, that guy doesn't die. He has like a crazy regeneration. Could probably try to,
Can't do that yet.
I don't think I can beat this.
I need more time. Need mana.
God, this... I thought it wasn't a big deal to give him like 15% regeneration, but he seems to regenerate faster than I can kill him.
No mana. I can't do that yet.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna leave him.
Not yet.
No, I don't have a leveling build for this.
I need more.
Go away, dude. Right, let's go all out. All in. All in face tank.
Out of mana.
Why does he disappear all the time? And okay, now my mana flasks are empty.
No mana.
I guess I'm done with this guy.
Oh, shit. I don't drink the water.
Life in the desert.
It's so unfortunate, but you know. I just can't kill this guy. What are you gonna do?
Yes. What can I do? What is it? Time is of the essence.
Probably there's something existing, but you know, I might as well just skip the stupid mob and call it a day, right? I still didn't get another Exalt. Usually I drop like 10 Exalt orbs in a map. Well, not 10, but definitely more than this. Can I even play this? Yeah, this is fine. But that expedition guy was rough. So, note to myself, no 15% life regeneration thing on those.
Reminds me of home. Need mana. Out of mana.
I hate these shades.
I can't do that yet.
They are the worst.
Stay still. Out of mana. Need mana.
Shit, I should have refilled my flask. I also, one thing I really hate is that the flask not auto-refill if you get like into town or your hideout. These shades are like freezing me.
Not yet.
I can't deal with these guys. They just freeze me and like appear from behind and everything. Really nasty guys.
Out of mana. No mana.
Act 1 normal or Act 1 cruel?
I can't do that yet. Need mana.
Just gotta refill my flask. Oh. Big strong box.
I need more time. Stand, take you. Need mana. Not yet. No mana. No mana.
So I don't have a scroll to identify that strong box.
I can't do
Let's
that
see me
yet.
leads of these.
Not yet.
Right, let's see what it does. Pass ice spikes. Oh god. Guarded by 3 packs of rare monsters. Let's go. An instant crash. I feel like the crashes have been so much more since the game came out. But it's good that you restart at the beginning of the map after crashes, because if you would start right into that storm box, that would probably not good for me. I feel like the respecking cost is not so. If you just keep selling your items, right, like this, I always sell my items. I already have like 200k, so I can make all respecs I want again. So for me, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, Spark Flame Wall works fine for leveling in the beginning, but I feel like later, without Frost, you're just gonna get insta-git by everything.
Stay still. I can't do that yet.
Maybe changing to Blasphemy would be nice,
I need more time.
but I think it's 100. Is it 100 energy or 60? Because I could definitely get a better chest piece with if I had 30 more spirit on my chest piece, I could probably run Blasphemy. Wait, am I here at the Strongworks already? Here it is.
I can't do that yet.
Let's just try to insta-give all these rares here. I really don't want to run in there. That thing is casting like nasty ice spikes.
Not yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. Victory is mine. Not yet.
See, if you're very careful and you just attack from like very far, you usually can deal with like all kinds of crazy stuff with this.
I need more time.
But there's something seems to be like summoning a lot of dudes there. Guess I have to find the last rare. Oh god. I don't want to look in here.
Not yet.
Where is this guy?
I need more time. Not yet.
Ah, got it. Nice, exalted orb. Oh, annulment. That's probably gonna be expensive, huh?
Garukan favors me.
It's probably gonna be like 20 exalts or something like that.
Now don't move.
I think there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with conversions. 1-to-1? What? In PoE 1 those were very expensive. That's unfortunate. Still good enough to buy my stupid ring. Oh, this is a boss map? No. No! Wow, that was so close. That was so close. Yeah, exactly. I have one which I cast myself, and one is cast on freeze. Stupid servers start lagging again.
I can't do that yet.
You get the so the spirit you get. It's called the Azak Borg or something like that. That's an area in X3. It's an optional area. There you get your 30 spirit.
It's mine. Grow cold.
Go away, plants.
I can't do that yet. Not yet. Not yet.
God, I hate these guys. So bad.
I can't do that yet. Not yet.
I think I can buy the stupid ring after this at least.
Need mana.
Or maybe the price is risen again. Who knows?
I need more time.
Why is every boss one of these annoying shades?
Die. Forgotten. I need more time. I need more time.
Again, cast on freeze is not good anymore in the campaign. And it's also probably not good after the campaign, so you don't really care about cast on freeze in the campaign at all. It's heavily nerfed. There's no point going for cast on freeze in the campaign, really. Yes, I'm running 2 comets. I cannot tell you what's a good alternative. Just manually cast. Oh god. You can manually cast your Frost Wall, you can manually cast your Comets, and you can use your Snap freeze. They dropped, really? I cannot tell you, I'm sorry. But I feel like lightning is not very good if you want to level up, because you're not gonna have crowd control. I still think Frost will be the best leveling build for this class. All I wanted is to go to town, and this guy is like putting a freaking black hole on me. No, the ring converts all of your damage. So the ring converts 100% of lightning damage. So I would assume that's 100%.
Time is of the essence.
I mean, I hope at least.
Yes.
We will see. $47 rarity.
Indeed.
So it is, so the restarting is a server issue. So you want to change the servers. So basically some servers lag. Some servers keep crashing when you put in a map. It really depends. But if you have that issue where you put in a map in the a waystone in the map, and then the game crashes and the waystone is gone, you have to change your server. That's a servers thing. I would still go for Frost. Just don't use cast on freeze.
No mana.
Right, gonna do my expedition. So I'm like really conservative with these maps because I don't want to die and lose my waystones because I like already wasted way too many. That's why I always do like the expedition, for example, at the end. I know it takes extra time, but really at this point I just want to be safe. Better safe than sorry, right? What was I going for, by the way? I think I have still one waste. Yeah, I have this skill point still wasted. So I might just get some extra energy shield from my skill points, I guess.
I can't do that yet.
Wait, I was gonna... Not today. I have to make the video first and I have to finish this build. So it's probably gonna be tomorrow.
I need more time.
Cold Snap is very bad. I mean, at least I feel like it's very bad. It only helps on trash mobs, and I have no issues clearing trash mobs, and the AoE of Cold Snap is very small. You can type exclamation mark build, and you will see my gems.
I need more time.
Right, so let's do this. Monsters are immune to cold damage. Maybe not the best one.
Taking on some serious danger, I see.
Every 4 seconds. Okay, oh, there's the regenerate 15% life one again.
That's it then.
I can't do that yet. Away with you.
Expedition is probably my favorite because it's not that hard. So, Delirium and Ultimatum feel pretty difficult to me. This one is relatively easy because you can just run away and kill stuff from like afar. So this is probably going to be the one I'm going to be focusing on. Just because of the lower difficulty, really. Breach was freaking hard as well. Ace exalted.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Got everything here.
Hail here. You've made it. We are on a. We've got. I'll sing of you.
I sense a great sadness behind his boasts.
Yeah, exactly. And PoE 1 Expedition was like crazy. Ice Nova does no damage. So, no.
What is it?
Yes. Time is of the essence.
Right, so now I can finally buy it. So we were gonna see if it's gonna be good or not. So I have 14 exalts. That shall be enough. Oh, it's down to 11? Nice. Maybe I should get a better one than this, but anyway, I'm just gonna buy any one. Right, let's check this baby out. I don't need a level Ice Nova. I need the cast on freeze for damage. I don't need it for more freeze. Right, so there's no point for me doing that. Right, which one are we gonna switch? Probably this one here. Do I even need the strengths at this point? I have these ones with 40. I still need 40 strengths. By the way, I can just...
In
What strengths do I have? 60. I can, by the way, switch a lot of these to intelligence. 1, 3. Oh, I don't have any other strengths? No, really? Nice. Frost Nova does no damage. Like, where do you see Frost Nova doing damage? I don't really understand. Also, what is the synergy between Ice Nova and Frost Bolt? Am I missing a synergy there?
inspiring.
I mean, what... Ice Nova explodes on the Frost Bolts? I don't know, it doesn't have any synergy. It just explodes on the Frostbolt, right? So... But it just freezes. It doesn't do anything. I mean, I get it, but what's the point? You're not gonna cast like millions of Frost Novas with this. And Frost Nova literally does no damage, so I don't really see a reason doing that. I'm probably gonna remove this one here. So let's see if I notice like a significant difference. But let's respec a little bit.
A new
Energy shield for an equipped focus basically does nothing. But I might be able to... I have like 180 spirit. I would only need like 170 because I'm running clarity. Without clarity, I would even need like 160 only. What am I gonna do with my 2 points? I can probably go this stun recovery here. Or I could just probably go for more energy shield, to be honest. Probably. Any strong one here? No. These are all weak. All weak. I guess I'm just gonna get the 15% nodes here. Best thing I can do right now.
realm of power.
Right, let's see. Where is this? Elemental weakness, how bad is that? Some minus res, right? Should be fine. So we will see if I do like million times more damage now. The ring is definitely worth it. If not, melding? What's melding? This one here? Oh! No, it has reduced max mana. I can't use that, man. Oh, wow. Laggy. I think my server just died.
Not yet. I can't do that yet.
So yeah, I do like significantly more damage. I can already tell you. But I gotta find a better server, I think.
I need more time. I need more time.
It's actually okay for this game.
I can't do that yet.
Wait, I should have... I wonder if the DPS value on my Frost Bold would change. Oh, wow. Server's dying. I don't know any of the unique items in the game, yes. Yet. What is it called? This one here? So, do you really think I can penetrate more cold resistance? Because I already have like 100% rest penetration, honestly. So I don't think that's gonna change anything. Yeah, the server issues are really bad these days.
Not yet.
Server ain't any better.
Die, scum.
But usually, like, it fixes itself after, like, some time. But this one is really, really bad.
I need more time. Out of mana. No mana.
No, I have exposure, which gives me like 72%. I have so much cold penetration, actually. Okay, let's try... So exposure and blasphemy together do like 130%. So I don't really know how that works in the end, right? But seems better. A little bit, but not really. Ah, come on. So the lags really have been very bad the past 2 days, I feel like.
I need more time.
I really hope they address that.
Not yet.
Yeah, I think I have like somewhere. So I have with I have 78% basically from exposure. Then if I use the curse, I will have another 45. So that's a little bit over 100. But no, I don't. Most of the time, I don't use the curse at all.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, this is pretty unplayable. Yeah, right. So, what is exposure? Does I don't know if there's any server which is actually working right now, but it seems to be unplayable at the moment. Already nothing I can do. I would not switch. I think this build is still fine. Why would a VPN help stuttering? That doesn't really make any sense. It's the same build as my guide, yes. So again, it makes no sense. If you have a VPN, your ISP is still the same. So if there's a problem in the route and you add a VPN in between the route, yeah, you might change the route between the VPN and the target. But I don't think that is the issue here. I think the issue is something else. Because it's sometimes there and then it comes and goes. So, but anyway, I would never use a VPN. It doesn't sound something I would do. Again, it might just have randomly worked because the lag just disappeared or for whatever reasons. But usually it fixes itself after a couple of minutes. You can type !build. I can see if some of these artifacts are worth money. Sometimes they are pretty expensive. Same with these breach stones here.
How can I help?
Yeah, it's just the servers. It's really what it is. So I want exalted orbs and I want to give sun artifact. 1 to 1.5. I only have 9. Maybe somebody buys it, who knows. And I have nothing of any worth here. Oh, this one is good. We only have one of these, right? Sometimes you're lucky and they just sell. Armorer scraps are usually good to get exalts as well. Again, like, I cannot use a VPN. I'm streaming and shit like that. That's like... It's nothing I would even consider.
What can I do for you?
But again, usually it fixes itself after a couple of minutes, but now I can actually see if I get something. I have 5 exalts. So maybe I can look for my chess piece again here. My dream chess piece. Get this one. 411. 37 spirit. That's not bad. $400. This can still be exalted 2 times. I like this actually. It even has some res on it. 411 energy shield. Maybe I can get it. Yeah, Cruel Act 2 is a huge struggle, man. I don't think I'm gonna make an early game build for this. It's just too much stuff to do, honestly. There would be so much work to just go back and, you know, go early game. Of course, that guy doesn't respond. I guess no chess piece for me. I could try for another helmet though, but my helmet is pretty much alright. I mean, you could get one with more energy shield, obviously, but this one is already pretty good. I mean, I could get a chess piece without the energy shield recharge, right? I don't even know if I want that. But then you can go over like 500, no problem. Or 80. This is pretty good, actually. But I don't think it's worth it. I think it's not worth it. I think I want to have the implicit. Just gonna keep digging for this chess piece. No, I never had a CPU die. Still lagging. Looks okay right now. Increased gold find. Okay, so I died on this map because of lag, but I can replay it, right? Actually, I want to replay this one, which has more monster levels. Oh, this is map boss. I don't really want to play map bosses, honestly. Do you miss damage numbers? I always disable damage numbers. I hate damage numbers, actually. Why did I lose energy shield, by the way? Okay, this looks alright now again, finally, nice.
Not yet.
Oh god, it has the shades again.
I can't do that yet.
So maybe if I get like an armor with more spirit, I could switch to blasphemy.
Need mana.
I mean, I could probably also disable the cast on freeze. But I think it's really good on rare mobs.
Plan, take you. Need mana.
Ah yeah, I wanted to check if I get a different DPS tooltip if I switch the ring. Let's do this real quick. So it says now 6,500. And if I remove the ring... Okay, so the ring doesn't incorporate the DPS from the Archmage. Well, actually it shouldn't, because it just is a matter of exposure. Yeah, but what's the range on Blasphemy and Frostbite?
I can't do that yet.
Is it like melee? Because I really don't want to fight in melee range.
Not yet.
Wow, this guy is like kind of immune.
Out of mana. I can't do that yet.
Where's that guy?
Not yet. I need more time.
Oh, he's dead.
Lunarite blade.
I mean, it's fine casting Frost Bomb, but it has like a cooldown.
No mana.
Almost screen wide? Okay, that would be cool actually. I think I might switch to that.
I need more time.
Because I don't always have exposure on the mobs, and I know you can put exposure on the Frost Bolt, but that's gonna take damage off the Frost Bolt, and I don't really want to do that. Oh god, that's like one crazy guy.
Break a sweat.
I'm gonna try the Blasphemy one. I would then probably just need to get like an armor with like 60 spirit instead of like 30. Because I'm right now running Clarity, which I could easily remove. So I would have another 10.
Mana. I can't do that yet.
Well, I have exposure from Frostbomb. But again, it has like a cooldown, so if I'm like, you know, pushing forward, I don't always have exposure. So, I don't really know. I mean, you could put it, that's why I'm saying you can put the support gem for exposure on the Frostbolt. But that costs 20% damage basically, plus another 20% more damage I already have on that from like another support. So I don't think I want to do that. So I guess Blasphemy could help like a lot with like the mob clear.
No mana. I need more time. yet. Not yet. Out of mana.
But I don't want to remove the cast on freeze, honestly. I like it. Especially when the maps get higher, you get more and bigger elite packs. It triggers much more often. Oh god. I know there's like a lot of... the nerf on the smaller white mob packs is like very hard for the Comet. But for elite and rares, it's actually not that bad. I mean, for rares it's also bad. But for elite packs, it's actually... it still triggers like very fast, actually. What did I change? I basically put in Archmage instead of whatever. Not even instead, I guess on top of it. Basically, I'm playing Archmage and yeah, I think Call of the Brotherhood really adds a good amount of DPS. Where do I go there? I have to go the other way. But it's hard to say how much it actually is. Because you don't see the damage from Archmage on the tooltip, right? I think you don't see it on the tooltip. I don't know if you do, actually. So now it says 4.3. I disable it. It goes to... So it's on the tooltip. As you can see, it's basically doubling, right? So right now I only have like 2k int. So the tooltip basically doubles the damage. And that doesn't take into account the exposure, right? So for real, you wouldn't double your damage. For real, it would only be like a maybe 20% because I don't have lightning exposure, right? But if I convert it to cold, I can use my cold exposure and my curse and everything with that cold damage. So basically that ring together with Archmage doubles your damage right now. And I only have like... how much? I only have 2k mana, right? So later, if you get more and more mana, Archmage gets more and more effective. So I think this is pretty good, actually. But again, I really don't care about the damage on the white mobs, right? The white mobs is something I'm just killing anyway within seconds. I really only care about the damage on the other mobs. Wow, look at these. But you definitely feel the difference with the ring.
I can't do that yet.
Why is somebody trading me? I don't have a clue. The planner's updated. That's the build I'm playing right now. Right.
Yes. Yes.
Big hammer.
Go.
But I'm making progress. Slowly but surely. Do you still have anything with monster levels? Oh, I cannot reach this. I really have no... So, I have expedition tablets, so maybe I should start using my expedition tablets at this point. Yeah, I don't really like that. It's just a 20% chance to like cast 10 extra projectiles and they all go like behind you. So I really don't see that being any viable. Okay, I wanted to try Blasphemy, right? Do we have a Spirit Gem? I have level 14, that's good, right? So this is, what does it cost? 60. Okay, that's good. So let's try this. So I would need to use this another 40. So I could change, well, 72 spirit you cannot really get on an armor, I guess. So I can use it instead of cast on freeze for now. Just see what it does. I have no lesser Jeweler's Orb though.
Hello.
No. Wrong.
Hello.
I want lesser Jeweler's Orb. I have Exalted Orb. .3 to 1. It's 2 for 5, right? Okay, so let's see. Put that on here. Huh? Oh wait, I have to put this in here. Increased effect, and do you even need area of effect then? Let's see. Why can't I use it? Huh? Am I doing something wrong here? Not enough spirit? Why I have enough? Oh, it costs 100? Wait, I have to check. It said it costs 60. It said it costs 60. Reserve 60 spirit per socketed curse. Ah, cost and reservation multiplier. Okay, so we cannot get the increased effect then. Let's try this. See if it is any good. Wait, over it.
Yes.
But you cannot see the aura, right? I thought you would see the aura as like a... Oh wait, this map is done. Yeah, but I was like expecting to see like the ring. So this is like melee range, right? That's what I'm saying. So you definitely need the more range with it. This way it doesn't even work at all. So if you don't have the extra radius, you cannot really play it, and I don't have the reservation for it right now. So there was a nice try, but... Well, somebody said it was screen wide, so it's like far away from screen wide. Even with 40%, it might be almost screen wide, but... I took my cast on freeze out now. What did I have on here? Shit. Cast on freeze. I have to level up these gems soon. Yeah, but again, I don't have the extra reservation right now, so I don't have the money. Okay, so cast on freeze, Archmage, everything good again, right? It's my hypothermia. But what was the other support gem I had in there? Something with area of effect. There's the leg again? Oh.
I need more time.
Hasn't Comet been nerfed? No, Comet hasn't been nerfed. Cast on freeze has been nerfed.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
You can type exclamation mark build. You see the planner for this build. I will make a guide for this though, because it's working alright. I mean, I honestly don't know what the meta builds are doing right now, and they're probably doing like way better than me. But, you know, I'm not... Oh god, that's my... Oh, what was that? That was like crazy poison damage. So if I have enough energy shield, I want to go for... I don't know how it's called. Where your hit points becomes 1 and you're immune to chaos. But I need like 4k energy shield to do that, I feel like. Right now I don't have enough energy shield. Yet. So I need a better chest piece. That will take some time until I have the money.
Not yet. Not yet.
The snakes are a little bit annoying, I have to say. Everything is ranged in this map.
I need more time.
Spiders, everything. Really annoying. But yeah, so next I have to buy some skill gem updates. It's gonna help me a lot.
Time. Not yet.
But I think the next skill gem update is at level 78.
Need mana.
No, I don't use... well, I have the support gem in the cast on freeze right now. But it's not really so important, honestly. The cast on freeze really just does something on elite packs mainly. On the white mobs it doesn't really do all that much. But the white mobs I just clear with my Frost Bolt, no problem.
Not yet.
Well, you need a lot of mana regeneration, that's the story. Without mana regeneration this is really not playable. So, especially, I got mana regeneration on all of my, like my Jevels in my passive tree. I everywhere have mana regeneration. And I think I have it on some items, but I don't really particularly have very high mana regeneration, I think. I think my mana regeneration is okay. I have 354. That's with clarity, though. I could obviously get more mana, right? Because mana will basically scale everything. Because we have, I have Arcane Search, right? Arcane Search, which gives me like, has like a more regeneration based on how much mana you have. So basically from this point I have to scale energy shield and mana. That's my main scaling factors here. But yeah, mana cost with Archmage is relatively rough. Build is updated. It's literally the build I'm playing right now on Mobalytics, so...
Not yet.
These snakes are like a little bit rough for me. I have to say, that was pretty close.
I need more time.
I have no chaos resistance at all. No. Comet is not the main source of damage. The main source of damage in this, honestly, is... well, it depends on what. On bosses, Comet is the main source of damage, on rares. But on other stuff, the main source of damage is basically Archmage and Frost Bold. But Comet is good for clearing rares and elite packs.
Not yet.
Oh dear, what's going on with these? See, like Comet is really just used to take out the elites. That's still pretty good to do that, honestly.
I need more time.
With all the exposure you have, at least I pretty much one-shot all of the elites. But I'm also like roughly a little bit over-leveled, I have to say. Just still in tier 3 maps, and I should probably be in tier 5 maps already. But you know,
Not yet.
it is like it is.
Out of mana. I need more time.
I have I think I have 40 strengths because I have to wear some strengths item. But basically you don't want to have strengths. At a certain point you fully switch to energy shield. These snakes are making me crazy.
I need more time. I have no space for that.
Yes.
A new realm of power.
Right, and
Of course.
yeah. Oh, I'm out of alchemies. It's sad. Gotta get more alchemies.
Hello there.
I like this currency exchange, by the way. This is a good one. I mean, yeah, monster level 67 and I'm like 74. Like, I'm way over leveled. Way over leveled.
Will of humanity.
What's so complicated about the currency exchange? Super easy.
I can't do that yet. I need more time. I need more.
You just put what you want, and on the other side you put what you have. And then if somebody matches your transaction, you can just take out your currency. It's a very simple marketplace.
Need more time.
And then the marketplace is basically what people post. So if people say, hey, one exalted orb is like 3 alchemy orbs, and people keep posting at the same price, then you can exchange at the same price, right? So in this case, I wanted alchemy orbs and I have exalted orbs, and another guy wants exalted orb and has alchemy orbs. So that's where the exchange rate comes from.
Not yet.
It's basically a market maker. It's like buying stock on, you know, on whatever, like Trade Republic. Same story, right? It's a pretty simple system. And you just post a little bit of a gold fee to do your transaction. But that gold fee isn't really high.
I need more time.
Exactly, like Chaos Exalted right now is, for example, like the ratio is like 1-to-1. So it's pretty simple, actually.
Not yet. I can't do that yet. Out of mana. Not yet. Forgot it. No mana.
Ouch.
Not yet.
I like the Frost Wall that you can always like wall yourself off. That really helps you from dying. Like it prevents you from dying all the freaking time. So this is very bright overall.
No mana.
I feel like the frost spells, like especially the Frost Bolt, is a little bit too bright. I feel like it could be a little bit more blue and a little bit less white.
Fight, Galopan.
That's a pretty good advantage. Like if you just cannot manage to, you know, take something up front,
I need more time.
just wall everything in and just, you know, throw the comets on them. That's pretty cool actually. It's also fun. I think this map has like some additional resistance or something there. What is even bloom? Is it graphics? I've never touched this. So what happens if I do this? It didn't really change anything, did it? I don't really see a huge difference. This thing is overall pretty bright, I have to say.
I can't do that yet. Not yet.
I feel they should just lower the brightness of these projectiles a little bit. I also feel like they are way too bright. These guys like refuse to get frozen. takes like longer to freeze them. That's why I'm always running into them and almost dying.
I need more time. I need more time.
I think they have like elemental resistance on this map or something like that. It takes forever to kill them. Yeah, the wall is will shatter when you hit it, but it takes a little while. So, for example, a Comet directly kills it, but the Frost Bolt doesn't really kill it instantly.
I need more time. Your death comes. I need more time. Not yet.
I don't really know what's going on here right now. Like weird mobs around, I don't understand.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
So the strong is if you wall them in and then you drop your Comet on the wall, it basically does like an absurd amount of AoE. Because the wall will also shatter with the Comet.
Not yet. No mana. I can't do that yet. Not yet.
Can you earn money from here? Probably not. But the double chill will probably help a lot if I get my last ascendancy. It shouldn't be a big deal for me to do, but with double the chill, it will probably help reduce the action speed of those mobs more.
Victory is mine.
Yeah, I'm not using the Crystal Life on skill tree. It doesn't seem to be worth it. It's too much of a point investment, I feel like. And I don't even want to shatter the wall with Frost Bolts. For me, it's actually better to not shatter the wall with Frost Bolts. Because I want to shoot the mobs through the wall, basically. That's actually pretty convenient. And if I want to shatter the wall, I just drop the Comet on it. And then it's going to shatter anyway. And I'm using the 50% less support gem on it. But I don't even know if I want to keep that. I have to try to get rid of that as well. No, I won't use that amulet. That amulet literally has no stats, and I don't think it can reduce the resistances further than I already reduced it, honestly.
You don't look sick or injured.
Also, it doesn't have spirit, and I need the spirit. Wonder if I want to go... I think strong boxes are cool, actually. I don't think that's true though. I think because I already have like damage. So it first of all it depends how much rest the mobs have. But again, that amulet is like statless, so I don't think it's gonna be good. Even though I couldn't play it because it doesn't have spirit. But I also think it's overkill at some point. Even though if it's better on bosses, on most of the other parts, it's basically overkill. So you always want to have like a balance in your build. And if you build up huge overkill on 70% of the content, just to, you know, be able to clear like 5% of the content a little bit better, it doesn't really make so much sense. And again, most important right now for me is survivability. So I cannot really use the statless amulet. Even though I don't know what blind does, but just, you know. Also it's like 10 Exalt, so I'm not gonna buy it anyway. I want to buy a better chest piece with that. Why does it still drop tier 1?
I need more time.
Oh god. A million archers.
Not yet.
I mean, I haven't seen all the uniques yet. But the ones I've seen were all like relatively weak, I have to say. True. But maybe there's like super elite uniques I haven't seen yet.
I can't do that yet. I need more time.
Wow. 2 tablets. I was saving my tablets, but now I just found a couple so I can get some towers.
Not yet.
God, I have spiders behind me, that's not good. No! Get me out of here. Whew.
I need more time. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, you need to have like, so right now the high resistance items are just really expensive, right? So the maximum of resistance you get per item is like 40 to 50 for a manageable price. If you want to really get like 2 high rolls of a resistance, it just gets like ridiculously expensive right now. I don't really want to play with these guys.
Out of mana.
But yeah, this works alright so far for my stupid low level here.
Stay still.
Right, I'm gonna finish this run and then I'm done for the day.
Out of mana.
Oh, tier 2 belt. I have to get like a little loot filter to highlight the tablets and stuff. I bet I'm like sometimes missing them. Just like a highlighting filter would be nice for me. Haven't really checked out if there's already the ones from Filter Blade available.
I can't do that yet.
There's all these meteors. Oh, that's my meteors. I got it. See, like for these range mobs, it's super awesome to just, you know, put the walls in front of them and they're all just gonna shoot in the wall and you're just gonna Comet them then. It's actually pretty good. Really helps me to deal with these mobs. I think it's pretty cool. Like the way that you can like combo the skills. That really is outstanding in this game, I feel like. I have like one skill with 4 sockets and all the other ones have 3. Also something I need to upgrade when I have enough exalts.
Not yet. Stand, take you.
Yeah, I did that. I mean, it worked out for me pretty well, but it only worked with 1 gem. So... but I didn't really try to go. So I think it's much less expensive than going for the orbs, right? I don't know what the orbs are right now, but they're probably still like very expensive. The greater ones are, well, 18 exalts. So yeah, so you will be definitely with the trick. With the Val orbs, you definitely get it for less than 18 exalts. Pretty sure. I would assume you need probably like 5 to 6, maybe 7 exalts, depending on your RNG. But I have 1 gem where I did this, right? So I have 1 gem where it actually worked, and I tried I probably made like 12 attempts or something like that for this. So I definitely have to do these as well. Well, you get Spirit, can you get on your chest piece and your amulet. And you get another 40 spirits towards the end of Act 3 in Cruel, I guess. This one. Unleash is the most important, really. And extra crit. And this is just basically 25% more damage. So I would put like another damage gem on there if I had one. If I had like more links, but I don't have them right now. So anyway, yeah, that was good. I did like quite a few improvements. And I have the ring now, and it's good. So... I guess we're gonna continue this another day. So, thank you so much for watching, and take care. See you guys stream.